Alright people, welcome back to another video. We are back bringing you some Ruin May Honkai Star Rail, obviously the official drip marketing in terms of the light cone and character previews have come out officially on the HoYoLab site. We're going to be going through them and obviously giving you my thoughts and obviously opinion on whether or not you should summon for the light cone. Obviously I think I've already made it clear whether you should summon for Ruin May depending on obviously your account, obviously if you have a main or multiple accounts, blah blah blah. Obviously you can obviously see that video on my channel, but we're going to be going through this. Obviously again, I want to make it clear to every single person that watches my videos, I take a very neutral stand. If you're hearing a chicken in the background, don't worry, we breed chickens, okay? It's fine. So if I forgot my train of thought. What was I even talking about? Yes, I take a really neutral stance in terms of like the characters and the light cones, and I'm going into this not knowing exactly what her light cone does, so we're gonna read through it and see whether she's actually good or not for each summon for the light cone. And obviously I'm not gonna jump into whether she's good, better than Bronya. I mean, I'm not gonna again, it really depends. There's a lot of things that make it like there's a lot of things that really go into that have to be factored in terms of a character's gameplay that you can say is better than someone. I mean, you can't say right now that Dr. Ratio is better than Clara. You get me? We have not even seen him actually play. We're not seeing his damage numbers when we have built him. So what I'll say is let's go through it. I'll give you my honest opinion and then we'll jump right into it. So obviously her light cone called Past Self in Mirror. So let's see this. So increases the wearer's break effect by 60%. When the wearer uses their ultimate, increases all damage by 24%. Now I don't know whether this is super oh, this is level 1, okay? Lasting for 3 turns. Should the wearer's break effect exceed or equal 150%, 1 skill point will be recovered. So is this every ultimate if you have 150%? No one knows. Okay, we'll just have to see because obviously that's a bit vague. 1 skill point will be recovered obviously when the wearer uses the ultimate, increases the allies by 24%. That's fine. Lasting for 3 turns, that means there's a lot of uptime for her ultimate if you build her with energy recharge. Should the wearer's break effect exceed or equal 150%, 1 skill point will be recovered. So I'm guessing this is every ultimate as long as you have more than 150% break effect. During the start of every wave, it's a wave of enemies, not turns, just wave of enemies, which is, wave of enemies. All allies regenerate 10 energy, effects of the same type cannot stack. Okay, so it has a mix of sort of a kind of Bronya light cone in terms of the skill point, the generation of the skill points, and then obviously regenerating 10 energy. I don't know how much, I don't know how big that is in terms of energy. Well, you know, a lot of people say that, a lot of people will be like start going into statistics, but to be honest I'll have to wait and see it for myself. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it's good, I'll be honest with you, and that's why I was saying I'm not gonna summon for her light cone. But again, I can't say that until I actually see her play and then maybe probably like play with her as a support with someone who has her light cone, because I'll be honest with you, this is I don't know, break effect is fine, but like what I mean, I know her whole gimmick is that she boosts break efficiency, but like all allies damage by 24%, so obviously 24% for 3 turns, which is it's a good buff for 3 turns. But you have, I mean, not in a bad way, you do have Bronya who kind of boosts it up in one go by close to even 100% for that one DPS character. But again, I'm not gonna jump into specifics. I don't think this is the light cone for me, to be honest. Oh, my battery's low. I don't think it's a light cone for me. I don't think I will be summoning for it. Let's I don't know. Okay, my opinion is it's not making me go, oh, I need it. You get me? It's not making me go have that feeling of, right, I actually do need this light cone. But anyway, that's my opinion. I won't go further than that. I don't think I'll be summoning for a light cone. I think I'll get the character on the account I created, but I don't think I'll be summoning for the light cone. With all honesty, I don't think so. Right, let's go to his skills. Right, so character preview, obviously that's okay. Obviously that's the story. Okay, so traces. Let's see. So Ruinmei is a support character capable of increasing allies' weakness, break efficiency, speed, and all type res penetration, which is good. Obviously, she's a good support character. I'm not saying she's bad. She's very good. She brings in a lot of like mechanics that are not in the game to be given to characters. One of them obviously being break efficiency and resistance penetration. At the same time, Ruinmei can also deal additional break damage whenever an ally's weakness breaks an enemy. So what I understand, and this is the reason why she's building break effect, yes, is that when a character is broken and then they go out of that breaking stance, she breaks them again with ice, if that's correct. Ruinmei can also deal additional break damage whenever an ally weakness breaks an enemy, causing the weakness broken enemy action to be further delayed. Okay. Traces. Increases break effect for allies, that's fine. Ruinmei regenerates energy. Let's zoom in here so I think people can actually see. Ruinmei regenerates energy at the start of her turn. That's not too bad. In battle, Ruinmei's break effect is greater than a certain percentage. Every percent that exceeds that percentage will allow her skill to additionally increase her allies' damage up to a certain amount. Okay, so that's not bad. That's not bad until we actually see the percentage. That means you're just basically building her with as much break effect as you can, and then each, like it's saying here, each percent that exceeds that percentage. So for example, if you exceed 150% and you go to, like, let's say 200%, hypothetically, it will allow her skill to additionally increase her allies' damage to a certain amount. Obviously, we don't know that amount. Right, let's go to the next one. So this is her technique. Obviously, this is the one where if you play her technique and then you sort of enter battle, she automatically goes into her skill, and she actually automatically plays her skill without consuming a skill point. And so let's see what it actually does. Will always be regarded as attacking their weakness to enter the... So another thing that I learned as well is that her technique, once you activate it, no matter what element you are, you can always attack a character that doesn't have that element, and you will break them, obviously, with that element that your character is. So for example, if I'm wind and I attack a character who's quantum, and I play the technique for Ruinmei, you will actually break that enemy's weakness bar with wind. So I mean, that's really good. So regardless, so obviously toughness regardless of weakness types. If the weaknesses are broken in this way, trigger the weakness break effect corresponding to the attacker's type. For every blessing in position up to a certain amount, I don't know what blessings are, I don't know what blessings they're talking about. Additionally, increases the toughness, reducing damage of this attack. So after breaking the enemy's target weakness in this way, additionally deal to the enemy target break based on Ruinmei's ice. I don't. Okay, we'll have to see about this one. Okay, so obviously basic attack, talent. This is where I'm confused. So increases the speed of the team by how much? You know, officially before the character came out, I thought she was gonna be basically like a buffed up Asta. You know, Asta gives you like 80 speed in one go, right? I was thinking that Ruinmei was gonna be like break efficiency and like 150 speed, but we don't know exactly how much speed she's giving, so let's just go through it. So increase the speed of the team, which is okay, by a certain amount. We don't know how much. When allies break an enemy target's weakness, Ruinmei deals break damage based on her ice break damage to this target. So I don't know if it doesn't break the character, it just deals damage equal to amount of a break. It's alright. I'll be honest with you, it's alright. Her skill. After using her skill, Ruinmei gains Overtone, which is okay, lasting for a certain number of turns, so the 3 turns I'm guessing. This duration decreases by one at the start of Ruinmei's turn, so obviously you don't want to build her with speed, yeah, because the more turns she has, the less what do you call it? The less her fields kind of keep up. But again, I think you can sort of, no, it doesn't make sense, because I was trying to think of it in a way where if you build it with speed, you can basic attack to gain skill points, but that would be useless because at the start of her turn, her talent and ultimates kind of go down one turn. So in essence, you'd want to only play her once in a turn, and that's just to activate her skill. Yeah. So when Ruin Mei has Overtone, increases all allies damage and break efficiency, which is obviously the main kind of thing here. So obviously if you look at, right, we don't know what percentage damage this is. So obviously realistically, if you get a light cone, we're looking at 24% plus whatever percent damage this will be, which is okay, but obviously the main creme de la creme is weakness break efficiency. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, her ultimate. So from what I understand, her ultimate is the one that gives you the all type res pen for all allies in the field. It lasts, I think, like 3 turns. I'm guessing it's 3 turns, similar to the light cone. When an enemy target attempts to recover from a weakness break state, her ultimate will be triggered to prolong the duration of their weakness break and delay their action, and then deal break damage based on Ruin Mei's ice break damage. Okay. Targets cannot be inflicted with her ultimate again until they have recovered from being weakness broken. So obviously, and this is why I'm saying she doesn't need her light cone, because her ultimate is already giving so much. Like I initially thought her light cone is what gives this all type res pen, and obviously that would incite you to get her light cone, because if you're playing her ultimate and her light cone upon the activation of the ultimate gives all type resistance penetration to all allies, but since it's already in the ultimate, I don't think you need a light cone, because I don't feel like a light cone is really worth it. But yeah, it's really hard to talk about Ruin Mei right now until she comes out and we actually see the numbers. But what I can say is let's wait for her. She's coming out in 2 days. I think every single creator can be really patient to see what she will do and whether she will be worth it. Obviously her eidolons are going to be busted, there's no doubt about that, yeah, but as a free to play or a dolphin, I would not suggest rolling for Ruin Mei on your main account, especially if you've been saving up quite a bit. Like for example, I myself have been saving up on my main account since the Jinglu banner. I have not summoned for a single character since Jinglu, and I've gotten close to 200 polls ready, and I'll be honest with you, I am not summoning on Ruin Mei on that account. I created a 4th account which I would get Ruin Mei, because at least then I can play with the character and enjoy the character on an account, just in case I kind of want to play with her. But on my main account, the one I kind of like focus on to finish everything 100%, I'm not going to summon for her, because I don't think she's worth it on that account. It clears out MOC 10 quite quickly, and right now I think I'm in a position where I want to get characters that I can make specific teams with. You get me? Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. That's Ruin Mei for you. Should you summon for her light cone? My honest opinion, no. It's not worth it. I think you have to be very objective about how you are getting characters and light cones in the game. Even as a free to play, you can get the light cone 100%. I have gotten a light cone for Topaz in a single pull. So trust me, it's possible. But for this, I'll be honest with you, it's good. If you make an account, if you create an account today, since we're even getting an extra 10 pull, roll for her light cone. But if you've had a veteran account since day one and you have a good amount of characters, you have a good amount of DPS who are well built, and you can clear out any single, including simulated universe, swarm disaster, and you can clear that out without any issue, trust me, I don't think you need to summon for Ruin Mei. But again, like I've said, I'm neutral. You can create a new account, you can get her, and you can get her light cone, and that'll make you all. At least it will put you in a position where, like, you've gotten Ruin Mei and you've gotten a light cone. Obviously, you'll have to deal with the fact that you have to farm on that account to obviously get and to catch up. But ladies and gentlemen, I'll be honest with you, if you have a main account, do not summon for her, because I think there are going to be better characters that are coming out in future. break efficiency is not on the top of your priority list, especially if you have a character like Lune. I'll be honest with you, he takes up too many skill points. I personally think we need a harmony character that can give out skill points and actually, be able to improve an account that has Lune. So yeah, that's my go-to. Obviously, again, I take a neutral stance. You can go for it. You can get it. I would recommend create an account for it. Don't do it on your main account because it's not worth it. But with that said, hit that like and subscribe. Thank you all for the support that you've given me, and have a merry bloody Christmas.